It was 11:47 p.m. when a phone call came through. Calm at first, but carrying words that would unravel a dark secret. Those words didn't just mark the disappearance of a father and husband. They exposed a story of betrayal, obsession, and cold-blooded murder. This is the case of Jennifer Gladhill, the wealthy Utah mother who went from suburban wife to accused killer. And at the center of it all, a missing Green Beret, a secret affair, and 3 children left behind to pick up the pieces. From the outside, the Johnson-Gladhill family looked untouchable. Matthew Johnson, 51 years old, wasn't just any man. He was a decorated soldier with the Utah National Guard's Special Forces Group, a Green Beret who had served his country for more than a decade. To his friends, Matthew was sharp, dependable, and the kind of man you could call at 2 a.m. and trust he'd answer. Beside him was Jennifer, his wife of over 10 years. At 42, she was described as a devoted mother and military spouse. The couple lived in a $1 million home in Cottonwood Heights, Utah, raising 3 children, ages 11, 7, and 5. On paper, they had everything, but behind the closed doors of that polished home, something much darker was festering. By mid-2024, the marriage was collapsing. Divorce was on the table, and by August, Jennifer went as far as filing for a protective order against Matthew. She claimed she was afraid of him, but when the case went before a judge, the truth started to show itself. Videos and text messages painted a very different picture. Jennifer wasn't the fearful spouse she claimed to be. Judges described her as combative, belittling, and repeatedly provoking Matthew. The protective order was denied. Court documents even warned that the couple's relationship had turned toxic, and that divorce should have happened long ago. What no one realized was that Jennifer wasn't planning for divorce anymore. She was planning something permanent. Matthew sensed something was deeply wrong. His friends noticed the change. This strong, steady man had started sleeping at a National Guard facility instead of his own home. He confided in friends that Jennifer's behavior frightened him, and he was ready to file for divorce. But he never got the chance, because Jennifer had already chosen a different path, one that would ensure Matthew never walked away. Jennifer had been living a double life. While married to a decorated war hero, she was secretly involved with another man. And this wasn't a harmless affair. It was obsessive, consuming, and it pulled her further and further from reality. Just days before the tragedy, she revealed a dangerous clue. On September 19th, she showed her lover a Glock 19X handgun she kept at home. He brushed it off at the time, but prosecutors would later argue this wasn't random. Jennifer was preparing her weapon. On the evening of September 20th, the couple's marriage finally erupted. Witnesses recalled shouting, Matthew accusing Jennifer of her infidelity. It was raw, bitter, and years of conflict boiled over. Hours later, while Matthew slept, helpless, unaware, Jennifer raised his own handgun. A single shot ended the life of a father, a soldier, and a man who had trusted her for over a decade. But that was only the beginning. Jennifer didn't panic. She acted with chilling precision. She dragged his body into a rooftop storage container, slid it down the stairs, and loaded it into the family minivan. She destroyed his phone, abandoned his truck in a nearby neighborhood, and drove north with his body. She buried him in a shallow grave, a place authorities are still searching for to this day. Back home, Jennifer set to work cleaning. She bleached the bedroom, scrubbed the carpets, and even ordered a brand new mattress, delivered just 2 days later. It seemed like a flawless cover-up, but she made one mistake. She told someone. Jennifer confessed everything to her lover. She told him how she killed Matthew, where she left the body, even how she cleaned up the crime scene. She spoke casually, almost proudly, even showing bruises she said came from burying her husband. Disturbed and terrified, her lover recorded their conversations. On tape, Jennifer's words were haunting. She dismissed Matthew as not even a person anymore. She spoke of being like a queen of hearts, off with their heads. Before Matthew was even reported missing, Jennifer was already speaking of him in the past tense. On October 2nd, 2024, her lover handed the evidence to police. investigators moved quickly. A search of the home revealed blood beneath the bed frame, bleach-soaked walls, and that brand-new mattress. GPS records tracked Jennifer's phone north, exactly as she described. The illusion of the perfect wife collapsed. Jennifer was arrested for first-degree murder. But the shock wasn't over. Weeks later, her own parents were also arrested for obstruction of justice. Investigators accused them of helping clean up, buying the mattress, and hiding crucial evidence. Months have passed, and Matthew Johnson's body has still not been found. Search teams, including his fellow Green Berets, have scoured Utah, from Davis County to the Idaho border. Each day that passes deepens the heartbreak for his friends and family. Court hearings have revealed even more evidence: containers with Matthew's blood, GPS trails, and Jennifer's eerie confessions. Still, his body remains missing, leaving his loved ones without closure. Jennifer Gladhill now faces charges of first-degree murder, obstruction of justice, tampering with a witness, and more. Her trial is scheduled for December 2025. If convicted, she faces the rest of her life behind bars. At the center of this tragedy are 3 children who lost everything: their father to murder, their mother to prison. As prosecutors argue, Jennifer killed her husband to avoid divorce, keep her lover, and claim insurance money. But her plan collapsed under the weight of her own words. And until Matthew Johnson's body is found, one question remains: will the truth ever fully come to light?